Have you ever got stuck while working with a Power App or a Power Automate flow? Well, it's part of the job. And funnily enough, the more experience you get, the harder these challenges are. So, in this video, I want to share with you the three-step process I follow when I get into these rabbit holes while developing a solution. Now, let's go. Quick interruption to sell you our services. That's right, I founded BTB Consulting to help you with implementation of tailored solutions using Microsoft technologies and training your technical team. Go to btbconsulting.com, hit the Let's Work Together button or the Contact button, and you'll go to the contact form, fill it in, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So, last time this happened to me was a couple of weeks ago when a developer team asked me to help them with a solution that had a bug, a problem in production. This was a priority number one issue because it had been already open for quite a few days and they couldn't find the solution at all. And you know this feeling where you become even frustrated. You've been there in front of the screen for hours, nights, and you cannot find it. You get help from your peers and you can find the solution. So they called me, and well, first time with the screen sharing session, I couldn't find it either. So with a day in between, I could figure out the issue, and it was pretty backwards because we didn't solve the issue, but we solved the problem. Or the other way around. Let me explain. So basically, as you can see in the slide, the Power Automate flow was failing because of the code. There was an action in the flow that was failing due to this permissions issue that we couldn't figure out the technical explanation. But this action was not being used at all in the flow. So again, the whole thing was breaking because of a piece of flow that wasn't used at all. And how many times something like that has happened to you? Because we get so fixated with the tree that we don't see the forest. There's a good metaphor for that. And really it happens. It's part of the job. We get into these situations a lot. So how do we get unstuck of these situations? So this is the three-step process I follow when I get into these situations where I'm stuck. I've been stuck for quite a long hours and I don't see a way through. So my three-step process is step back, change my focus, change my state of mind, and then go again, dig deeper, attack the hill again. And how many times you've realized that you need to step back, detach of the problem, see it from a different angle. And if you then see the solution after that, after trying to figure it from a different angle, which happens, that's why you are stuck. You need to change your focus. You need to free your mind. And here, from personal experience, a trick is to exercise. Because if you physically engage into something which is radically different from your cognitive workload, because trying to find the solution to that problem is a mental effort. Instead, if you shift your focus to a physical effort, that allows you to change your mental state real quickly. And also, sleep, take a nap, or just a good night's sleep can help you solve the problem. How many times have you heard that story? Even probably in your own life, when after a nap or something, an inventor, a creative artist, an engineer, they find a solution in their dreams, so to speak. This is actually true because it's been studied. When you're sleeping, a lot of rewiring and complex things that I don't know about, clinically speaking, happen in our brains and in our minds, and then kind of magically we find a solution to the problem. Now you find what works for you, but the key point here is that you need to change your focus to free your mind from that problem. Otherwise, you're not going to advance or find a different angle to attack the hill. And the last step is, well, go get some. Dig deeper, get it, and solve the problem. There's nothing else you can do. Well, and of course, I haven't mentioned it, which should be step number 0. I would say the first of all the 3 steps is try to ask for help, but only ask for help after you've really fight with the problem. And you know this inner rage, so to speak. I don't know what's the proper name for it, but when you're in front of somebody who is asking for your help, but they haven't really dealt with the problem. So they're just passing the problem to you because they don't care or they don't want to take the effort, make the effort. And that's not acceptable. But if you took that effort, you've really fought with the problem, your peer will be more than glad to help you out and find a solution. And when that happens, be sure to understand what's their thinking process so that you can really learn how to solve these kind of problems the next time. Well, that's that. This video was quite different from the usual content I upload. So please let me know in the comments what you think about this kind of content if it helped you out, because it's certainly this dealing with getting stuck, solving a problem, an issue, it's part of the job. It's part of being a consultant, a developer, or really anything in the realm of what we name the knowledge worker area. Because in the end, in these kind of jobs, the tool we use is basically our mind. And just like an axe that you need to sharpen before chopping some wood, the same you need to take care of your brain. Do whatever works for you, but take care of your mind so that you can solve real problems and bring great value. And with that, see you in the next one. Bye.